Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. And today we are diving into something that hits home for many of us. Vulnerability leadership. But I know you might be thinking, vulnerability? Isn't that a sign of weakness? Well, hold on. We are about to explore how vulnerability can actually be one of the most powerful tools in the leadership's toolkit. Well, in this video, we'll chat with some incredible leaders from different industries for this video to be crafted. So they open up about their biggest fear, and their stories will remind us that even the most successful leaders have their moments of doubt. So while you're watching the video, grab a cozy drink, get comfy. But before that, remember this. Well, help me to grow this channel by like this video if you find the contents valuable. Subscribe to my channel for more leadership content, and share this video with your loved ones, with people whom you believed they might benefit from the insights as discussed in this video. So for that, thank you very much. Okay, now let's deep dive into how embracing vulnerability can transform your leadership journey. Well, the big question you may ask is, why does vulnerability matter in leadership? Well, let's clear up. Vulnerability doesn't mean you're weak. It's actually a strength. Think about it. When leaders share their fears, it creates space where everyone feels safe to be themselves. For example, I once heard about the story of a CEO who admitted to her team that she was terrified of failing them during a big project. Instead of seeing her as less capable, her team rallied around her, feeling empowered to share their own concerns. And it turned into a collaborative effort, and they end up nailing the project. When leaders shows their vulnerabilities, it fosters deeper connections. It's like saying, hey, I'm a human too. This kind of openness encourages the team members to share their feelings, leading to stronger relationships. And guess what? When leaders are open about their struggles, it inspires others to be honest too. Imagine a team where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts without fear of judgment. That's the recipe for innovation and creativity. So like I said, I've gathered some feedback of the leaders in my circle, and let's hear from them who bravely share their fears. For the private and confidential reason, I need to keep their identity anonymous. So I shall call them only leaders 1, 2, and 3. I hope you understand that. So here's what leader 1 said. Honestly, my biggest fear is letting my team down. I remember a time when I had to make a tough call that I thought would affect them negatively. I share my worries with them, and instead of being upset, they appreciated my honesty. In the end, we work together to find a solution, is what leader 1 says. Leader number 2, I often fear that I'm not enough, whether it's knowledge, experience, or support. I combat this by surrounding myself with a diverse team. Their strengths fill my gaps. It's a real team effort. That's leader number 2. Leader number 3, change scares me. I worry about not keeping up with the fast-paced world we live in. I've learned to embrace this fear by continuously learning and encouraging my team to innovate. We even have a fail-forward session where we celebrate what didn't work and brainstorm new ideas. So as we listen to leaders numbers 1, 2, and 3 for their sharing, let's take a moment also to reflect on their words. How many of you can relate to what they are sharing with you guys? We enhanced their stories with visuals that captured the essence of vulnerability in leadership, from candid moments into boardroom to team brainstorming sessions. So why should we embrace vulnerability? Well, if that is a question, let me break it down for you. 1, when leaders show their vulnerabilities, they open up themselves to different perspectives. Would you agree? For instance, a project manager I know once admitted that they were unsure about a new strategy. This honesty led to a brainstorming session where the team came up with a much better plan than anyone had anticipated. And 2, vulnerability fosters creativity. When team members see their leaders sharing fears, they feel encouraged to voice their ideas. I've seen teams flourish in environments where everyone feels safe to contribute. and creativity just flows. 3. Embracing vulnerability also builds stronger relationships. When leaders are authentic, team members feel valued, and this connection boosts morale and creates a positive atmosphere. Now that we have established the importance of vulnerability, let's talk about how to overcome the fear that comes in. Well, these are steps that you can practice. Number 1, actionable tips. Acknowledge your fears. Start by recognizing your fears. Write this down. Don't just think. Write this down. It's like shining a light on them and make them less scary. Number 2, open up about your vulnerabilities with your team. For example, share a personal story that relates to your leadership journey, and this can spark meaningful conversations. Number 3, create a safe space for your team to share their own fears and challenges. Maybe start a monthly vulnerability circle, if you like it, where everyone can share without judgment. Another thing is about self-awareness. Take the time to reflect on your leadership style. Ask trusted colleagues for feedback. You might discover blind spots you didn't even know. And practice self-compassion. Remember, everyone has fears, so be kind to yourself as you navigate your challenges. And it's okay to work in progress. So the question is how vulnerable leadership can make a real difference in the organizations. Okay, if that's the question, let's take a moment to explore. Vulnerable leadership can truly transform a workplace where leaders embrace their vulnerabilities. It sets the tone for the entire team. Employees feel valued and understood, leading to higher productivity and job satisfaction. And by sharing their vulnerabilities, leaders inspire others to do the same. And this creates what I call the ripple effect, encouraging a culture of openness and honesty throughout the organization. It's like lighting a fire of authenticity. So as we wrap up, I want to encourage once again you to embrace your own vulnerabilities. Think about how you can incorporate vulnerability in your leadership style. Share a story with your team, and let's create a more connected workplace together. So here's come to the end of the video. Thank you for joining me as we explore the power of vulnerability in leadership. Remember, being vulnerable doesn't make you weak. It is a sign of strength, make you more relatable and authentic. So once again, if you found the videos helpful, give a like, share this with your friends, and don't forget to help me to help more people on leadership. Subscribe to my channel for more insightful leadership content. And personally, I would love to hear your stories of vulnerability. So drop a comment below if you have one, and let's keep this conversation going. So until next time, embrace your fears, live with authenticity.